want my black people to understand. My black American people, see? Just like the American Indians got it. They didn't keep fighting against the white man. They just made a settlement. They took it to court. And they won. Because they were right. And so are we. We suffered even more than the American Indian. Even though we didn't lose this country, we lost our home. We were kicked out of our homeland, our ancestors, and dragged in chains by the very same people who, when they set up this country, they set this country up with the gaslighting there, right there in the doggone Constitution and Bill of Rights, that they set it up so that we were 3/4 or 2/3 of the people. Wasn't it 3/4? 2/3? Huh? That from the beginning, they looked at us as less than human. But didn't mind laying down with us and having kids. That's a sick mentality. Very sick. And would sell their own children, because those children that were made, they said, well, they're slaves if they got slave blood. So, hey, so they selling their own kids. That's what the white man did here. I don't know if they think about that way. You know, they dismiss it. And did all kind of sick shit to our people that they were very accustomed to doing. And now that we weren't slaves, they kept doing shit like that anyway. And would have shit set up where the overseers became the cops. They violate black people, and you had to let them violate you or be killed. And if you went to go get relief at the courts, barred from the courts, threatened, excuse me, threatened, law enforcement working with the white supremacists, because that's their mentality. So that's why I say, my black people, when y'all think about it, you'll realize it's the best solution, because we have no wins in this. We won't have any wins. This is over 100 years after slavery ended, over 50 years since the civil rights advancements we had, and yet our leaders still talk about like the 50s or 60s, 70s, when we had civil rights advancements and this and that, and they want to blame everything except that white supremacist mentality that puts all these things into place. They talk about, well, it was welfare. Who put that in place? The white folks, and made sure they said the men had to be out of the home. They don't want us to have solid family structure. They don't want us to succeed. You can't tell me you want me to succeed when you fill our communities with drugs. From people who mean us nothing well, mean us harm. And now want to legalize, and trust me, I'm sure they're going to try to push towards legalization of all drugs eventually. You know? Because all this stuff they're doing now, they was denying 30 years ago that they were going to do it. Oh no, they're just coming for jobs Americans don't want. Is that right? Is that what's going on now? That's what they said 30 years ago. Oh no, we can't do reparations. That will bankrupt the country. Is that right? All the money they've spent on all these wars and on all these, even the Colombian president said that. Biden, why you always got so much money for wars, for nothing else? All this money they spend on wars, on migrants, on rescuing foreign countries and all of that. A lot of it has to do with money laundering and all kind of shady deals. That Ukrainian president looked like a bum criminal. Talking about, thank you for the money. We're going to need more. Too bad. Too bad. Because you know who needs it? The black communities that work so hard here. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Everybody talking about they built this country, really? Well, we know in the history books, the Chinese were allowed in here to help build railroads and stuff like that. We know that. So we could say that. But none of them really built the country. If you want to talk about one ethnic group, it was the blacks. Because the whites were too lazy. They were busy subjugating us and sitting around beating us and murdering us and raping us. Okay? And saying things like, slave, obey your slave master. You know, turn the other cheek. Why they did all kind of brutality. That's brainwashing, motherfuckers. Or like the Muslims want to talk about, oh, it's okay to, you know, rape infidel women. It's okay to war or steal. It's okay to lie to doggone infidel in business and all kind of shit. Nah, y'all do that to each other. Y'all do that to each other. And the Latinos think it's already to swamp our communities with drugs, gangs, gang violence, very violent, to the point they'll even attack a little girl for no damn reason at all. Or murder kids for no damn reason at all because they're ignorant and uneducated. And they are very comfortable with all of that violence in their communities. And the people who weren't, those were the legal immigrants who left and came here. And the ones who are coming in now, even the legal immigrants are sounding the alarm and saying, this is a problem. These people are coming here with that mentality to subvert the country. Legal immigrants say it. And then they tell them, you're racist. We won't tell them that. Because if they come in to help the black community and they respect black people and show love and respect and consideration, not sabotaging our community, and they bring their families. Because ain't none coming in our communities without their families, because then you might be a saboteur. Coming to sabotage. Like John Moon. Huh? Or like the other two came. Yeah. No. We'll even welcome, Asian business owners. They want to come and do a business, a good business. Good business. Not a dirty, filthy, nasty business. A good one. Like the laundry around the corner, like that. Or a nice, clean restaurant. Yeah. And teach our kids Chinese? Sure. The Chinese are a big part of the world. We got to learn how to work with them too. Anybody who wants to come that has proven that they are supporting the black community and not sabotaging, and they must bring their kids with them. If you come and live in our community and you bring no kids, you're a saboteur. What the fuck you want to come down to? Go to your people. But if you want safety for your kids, then that will be the place to be. Even Africans. They're African business owner. My ex-husband, great African Muslim. Yeah, we welcome somebody like him and his family. Sure would. But that's after we get our community set up. And those who want to come help us set it up. And they must bring their children. They must. Because it's a safe space for kids. Not a safe space for anybody who decides they just want to come there. And in the end, they'll all be just fine. Because we black people, we're not the vicious animals y'all try to make us out to be. Super predators. We're super smart and super strong. We came all the way up from slavery and not being allowed to even read, write, or learn on pain of death. Being murdered and raped and our men brutalized and us brutalized, but yet we're super predators. I want to see the timeline. Show me the timeline of when my people became super predators, because I know when it happened. When they wanted to call us super predators was after they flooded our communities with drugs. You flood our communities with drugs and create drug-dealing country-level crime, like in Mexico or Colombia, in our communities, and then call us super predators? No, y'all who do shit like that, y'all are super predators on us. And it's time for the great black migration for Kids Lives Matter, safe space for kids, for our kids' community. Kids Lives Matter, safe space for our kids' community. That's our tribe. That's the tribe. Because see, we blacks, we don't be believing in all that stuff these white Americans be trying to force down our throats. The endless wars, the substandard schools and housing and substandard medical care. They have our black people work hard, get jobs, and they sabotage them. Come and work in our communities, black people. The nurses, the doctors, the scientists, come to our community. The great black migration, just like the Indians. And we have been taught very well by high American standards. Our communities will be just fine. We won't have no saboteurs sabotaging our black people on a doggone surgery while they in surgery, or while they giving birth, or when they in a fire and need help. They can do all that to each other. God bless America. I love America. I would never be down with anything sabotaging America. This is my country, motherfucker. I'm part black, part American Indian, and I'm sure I got some white in me too from all the rapes of my ancestors. But I don't want to sabotage. My kids are part Latino. I'm Muslim. I have gay, straight, gay, straight people, lesbian people in my family. Why? We cross my family, we cross all the boxes off. I even have a Jewish godfather. I don't want to sabotage anybody. And we don't want to be a part of these endless wars and shit. Because the war has been waged on us here by white America for a long time. And now they're bringing in people who want to help them to wage war against us and sabotage our communities. Keep us down. And even if our child is playing in the street with a dog, bust the child in the face with a bottle because she didn't move fast enough out her way while they were celebrating some Mexican holiday here in America. But they never celebrate anything American. We do, and we will. God bless America. But it's time for us to go get our own space like the American Indians did and let these motherfuckers finish tearing up what we built without us. They said we have no value. We'll take all our value to our communities, black people. God bless America. And God bless my people. And God bless everybody. But I can't save everybody. I'm going to try and save our kids. That's what I'll do. Bye.